I feel like it's really important to talk about the difference between your intuition and trusting your gut versus your imagination or past trauma responses. You always hear people say, just trust your gut, or when you know, you know. And it's like, what does that look like? Especially for someone who may have went through a lot of trauma in the past and maybe they don't trust their own judgment. Maybe they don't feel like they have the discernment between what is truth and what is their own insecurities or fear. Hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Mind in the Middle. I'm your girl Natasia, and here is where I talk about everything revolved around mindset, personal growth, spirituality, and everything in between. Today I'm drinking some watermelon oolong tea that my honey made me. It's very good. Today I want to talk about trusting your gut and what does that look like. Our intuition is so powerful. It's literally our own internal compass. It guides us, it leads us, it gives us clarity, but it does require balance to be able to truly receive the messages that you get from your intuition, or having an intuitive thought and being able to be led and guided with it. When you are out of balance, or when you have suppressed your natural feelings for so long, it's really hard to decipher when you are getting an intuitive thought, or when you're just imagining things, or when you're just having hindering subconscious thoughts that are based from your past experiences. Everyone has intuition. I know we hear a lot about women's intuition, but the truth of the matter is that everyone has intuition. Men have intuition as well. With women, because we are more emotional based, we are more fluid, we a lot of times are able to receive intuitive thoughts easier because of just the nature of our being. But men can also be very intuitive. Men can also feel energy and when something feels off or whatever. But what does real intuition look like? The definition for intuition is the ability to understand something immediately without conscious reasoning. In other words, it's instinctive. You just know, right? Goes back to the saying, when you know, you know. But a lot of times people can get their intuition mixed up with just their imagination, or just something that they're conjuring up within themselves based on how they feel. And your intuition is not based on feelings. It does not respond to feelings. Your intuition or your gut response is only a reaction to the present moment. So it is fully functioning and only functioning in the present moment. It is a knowingness within you. It is a clear statement. Your intuition is not going to make you question or make you feel uncertain or confused. That's not your intuition. If you get a thought and it makes you fearful or makes you really confused or uneasy, that's not your intuition. More than likely, that is a trauma response, or maybe you're thinking about something that happened to you in the past, or something is triggering. That's more of a trigger than it is your intuition. One thing that's always good to remember is that your intuition is in the present moment. Trauma is based in the past. Worrying is fear that's based in the future. But again, your intuition is not based on your feelings or how you feel. For example, if you're driving on the freeway in traffic and you hear a quick little voice that says, get off on the next exit, that is your intuition. That's your gut feeling. It's not, should I get off on the next exit? Is there traffic? There's no reasoning. It's just a statement. It's just a call for action. But like in that example, it's not based around your feelings. It's not based on, oh, because you need to hurry up and get to work and you're scared that you're going to be late for work. Here, go get off on the exit. No, it's just like a clear voice that is telling you to do something. And your intuition is very subtle and it's very quiet. It's a background voice. Your intuition is not going to yell at you. It's not going to danger you into doing something. It's a subtle voice. But although it's subtle, it's very strong, meaning it's very firm. It's a statement. With the previous example, get off on the next exit. It's just a simple statement, and you feel it in your gut. A lot of times when you have an intuitive thought, or it jerks you, it makes you feel like, okay, let me just do this. You're not thinking about if you should listen to it or not. And if you're questioning it, then you might be out of balance. You might not have that discernment within yourself, or you haven't really tuned in to yourself and your feelings enough to understand the difference between certain feelings or emotions that you have. But when you are balanced, when you have an intuitive thought, you just do. And a lot of the times that comes out when you're in a state of danger, when there's no time to think. Your instincts kick in, your survival mode kicks in, and you're not questioning the outcome of your actions. You're just moving with the guidance within you. A lot of people use intuition for really reasons that are going against them. They're trying to catch someone lying, or they're trying to be aware of something bad that's gonna happen in the future. And that is not your intuition. Now, granted, your intuition can tell you something. It can tell you something about a person or about an environment that you're in. And in your mind, it could translate to, yeah, you better do this, or something bad is going to happen. But really, your intuition is just going off of your environment. It's the inner voice within you. It's the God force, your own guidance system, which could be to keep you out of danger. It could be to get you to the next step that you're trying to get to, because you have to understand that we are not our one mind. Your mind and your thoughts is not everything that you are. Everything in this universe is collective consciousness. Everything is dependent on each other. So therefore, the things that you want in life, the desires that you have, there is collective consciousness around you that is responding to that same thing. And if you're religious, you may call it God, you may call it Allah, or whatever your religious preference is. I'm not here to tell you what to believe in or what to call it, but it is a universal force, and it's working with you and for you, whether you believe in it or not. So there is a lot of collective intelligence. That's the best way to put it, because it's really just energy, but it is consciousness around us that is knowing and responsive to the thoughts and the emotions that we're putting out into the universe. So the universe is constantly responding to you. It's responding to your desires. It's responding to your fears. It's responding to your emotions. And if you are not aware, then it will be a lot harder for you to get certain messages that may bring you like so much clarity. A lot of people go throughout the world feeling very uncertain and confused about their life and why their life is the way it is. And it's not because of who they are. It's just because they are not aware of themselves. They don't know themselves. They haven't really sat in quiet and in the darkness to really feel the things that they went through. And that causes for imbalance. But your intuition is powerful, and it is always working with you. It is always giving you insight or clarity. If you are someone who feels like they have a hard time trusting their gut or understanding when they're having intuitive thoughts, or when they're just thinking, having their own conscious thoughts, an affirmation that is really good to say to yourself is that I am being guided, I am being led, and the universe is working with me. It is a lot easier to understand your intuition and allow yourself to be led when you don't have thoughts that the world is against you, or that someone's out to get you, something's out to get you. When you trust and you understand that everything is happening for me, it's not happening to me, then life gets better for you very quickly. So I hope you got some value out of this video. If you like the vibes over here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and also feel free to leave a comment sharing your thoughts or any other videos or topics that you want to see me talk about. I hope you all live in love, live in light, and we'll chat on the next one. Bye.